Hey there, mini lads, and welcome back here to Comic Studio as we're continuing to browsing Stickman as well. The last time we just absolutely tried to do this as well, but probably that Supreme Dulia Stickman Comic Studio will still exist today, and the bad news is the ad blocks is back. But I mean, it's not the ad blocks is back as well. I mean, ad pop-ups is back. And that could be the bad news that we guess around here. And before we're gonna begin of this video, I have something to tell you about 2 days ago. When I was making a video about for the work in progress Stickman Comic Studio, unfortunately, it's not going to be possible as well that the internet connection team has finally cut off by the time of 3 a.m. back in 2 days ago. Eventually, I wasn't able to be stopped working by itself, and we're going to be continuing for just only for one thing as well. Not the 3 videos. Let's make it around for the 5 videos this night. And because this is one more video of today that we just scheduled around here for this one, then I wonder that Supreme Dulia Stickman Comic Studios still lives today. But on this day, we're going to be for around here to get to Stickman Comic Studio work in progress. And some more Stickman videos could be for around for the Alien Stickman, and a little bit for many more of those things have just coming up next as well. And probably let's get into the video as we're jumping in to the work in progress Stickman Comic Studio. I hopefully that something isn't going to be for right as well, that things are going to be popped out so badly as well, that things have just finally back up or back like this as well. My IP address isn't going to be for around here as well. So it has only 2 of these things as well, 2 of the characters left, but there is only one character who's absolutely standing here for it. There is only for 2 weapons as swords and like those things, and probably a hammer as well. But only a stickman, but there's nothing over here in another one as well. So we absolutely try to add something as well. And we wouldn't absolutely going to be added for really as well. 4 stickmans could be like there as possible. And I shouldn't able to be added for something as well. So we have 3 of the stickmans that we absolutely get. And so we could absolutely try to add a little bit of stuff, and we just completely added something a little bit as well. So we didn't actually going to be completely added Cookie Run characters overall. So we suggest we have any kinds of like the stickmans, of course, that I just remember about for the stickmans, like I guess. So let me tell you for a little bit of story as well about my life that watching about the stickman. So did I just probably remember that I just completely watching stickman videos and games, of course, that unfortunately my dad prohibits to watch this and never should be able to be playing some games like Stickman, but I'm not very sure that causes for some kind of violence and some zombie things and whatever that isn't gonna be for probably like that for kids as well. So this is not the case, but that was probably real the case for some sort of for an unknown thing, for just one thing that I just never be able to try this as well. And nothing is absolutely going to be trusting this because of my little brother has just did something as well by downloading and playing it for something as Geometry Dash. And so it goes on to this one, making videos of my own instead of Stickman's, I guess. But now, am I going to be doing for some sort of Stickman that I just going to draw something, but only in the comic studio, I guess. It doesn't have submitted sprites, but they do have but they don't, including all of the categories and the backgrounds. And so we're going to be trying to find out to check out for the other user comics. But as you can see, the work in progress Stickman is owned by JoJo Plays 10235. Thanks to Scratch for letting me upload sprites, and thanks to Kaleki for realizing them as well. And I mean thanks to Kaleki or thanks to Kaleki for resizing them. So let's get around here for the user comics. Unfortunately, it has one comic left in this comic studio about Stickman Comic Studio. Sometimes it's an upcoming game or some kind of an upcoming game on the game Scratch. It's now in Comic Studio for probably, but nothing seems more coming soon. But it's not going to be worth it as well. But nothing you can see for around here. It has probably like something isn't going to be for around here. But something is absolutely shared in September 11, 2024, and which means it's kind of new. And that wasn't going to be for some sort of a little bit of scratch. And I cannot believe this isn't going to be for such a severe tragedy as well. So nothing seems in the last video that we just made something a little bit as well. And I guess that should be added to kinds of drafts, like anybody try to do this as well. So nothing especially is going to be added for something a little bit as well. And that's why let's go for the studio crossovers and searching for some Stickman. Alright, we absolutely try to find Stickman Comic Studios for these times, and probably is absolutely still found as well. We already checked out for Johnny and Vinny Comic Studio, and probably it's absolutely going to be following again in Stickman stories, like kind of anybody as well. We just already checked out for this thing as well. Stickman dudes isn't going to be coming up next in the future videos like those, and many more as Stickman Camp Comic Studio. Like many more of those things is not kind of a little bit developed. For sure, this isn't going to be for coming back as well. And sometimes many more Stickman videos might coming soon for a little bit as well. And something isn't going to be for try to do for what I just tried. And now I kind of believe that we're absolutely in the end of the line. Of course, there must be a few more Stickman comic creators, a lot of comic creators from Stickmans out here, but I wasn't going to be trying to do what I just searched Stickman as well. And what about the chaos that we just already tried as well? And certainly it was a yes, but probably I don't think this isn't going to be for a limited set. And we got for more Stickmans, could be for the Rax Uter Chaos Comic Studio. It was absolutely 4 days ago that we just completely uploaded for the videos as well. That we just already scheduled for the last time by 2 days ago, after the video has been scheduled. So, which could be appearing for some Stickmans, but which includes for crossovers, a lot of them, and probably like some sort of a combines, and I'm some sort of combines isn't going to be for some sort of appearing as well. It doesn't appear for such as pretty much, unless it's not going to load so fast. But I'm not very sure that my internet connection isn't going to be running so perfectly right away. So the last time that my internet connection has just completely cut off by 2 days ago, and I just absolutely already said that by the beginning of this video. And of course, this shouldn't be able to be taking for so long around as well by adding more Stickmans. Of course, I might going to be ads sometimes after the video ends. And of course, the video is about to end for this way, like anything for the Chaos Stage 2 and the Stage 3. Like before, it was probably for some sort of the last video that we just eventually uploaded. And probably that will be it as well. So if you try to check it out of this comic studio, the link is going to be in the description below. That, however, this isn't going to be taking down as well in the future as well by the time of January. And of course, thanks for watching, for all your support, and don't forget the link is going to be in the description for the main website and comic studio so you can browse our comics. But unfortunately, that contains ad pop-ups for the meantime as very too much as well. That since then, as I never know it for some kind of for unknown reasons, that things have just started to tracking me for some kinds of unknown sponsors and for illegitimate sponsors like them for it was. So thanks for watching, and I gotta be see you back in 2 days, and I'll talk to you mini lads and comic studio users all later as I'll be signing off.